Supercar Showdown is exactly that. It's a day devoted to supercars. I think this is probably the biggest year that Beaulieu have ever seen. 300 to 350 cars on display, about 70 cars on the road. And there are cars here that people will have never seen before. Cars here that cost more than most people's homes. So that's quite remarkable to get all those cars here today. But as always, of course, you've got the Motor Museum itself. It's the home of the National Motor Museum here at Beaulieu. You've got the Palace House and grounds and gardens. And for the little ones, there's lots of activities and ride-ons and the monorail. So all of the normal events at Beaulieu that you'd come to know and love, but of course with the added benefit of all this horsepower and all these wonderful machines on display. But when I'm not at Beaulieu, I normally host the television coverage on Sky in the UK and the US for a powerboat racing championship called P1 Superstock. It's a stock boat racing series, so it's all about horsepower on water. So I love things that go fast, and obviously that's what this is all about here today, not on water but on land. I'm also doing a jet ski racing championship this year as well called P1 Aquacross, and again that's in the UK and the US. And a new one this year as well, I'm going back and forth to America doing Supercars USA, which is obviously where a lot of motor racers start out, professional kart racing from little ones up to grown adults, in a series that runs all across America. So, anything that goes fast, I love it. I've been presenting all kinds of television shows for about the last 12 years now, but in the last few years I've been popping up more and more at Beaulieu here, getting invited to come along and talk about these cars. How did I get into it? I think the simple answer is hard work. So if you want to get going and doing something, hard work, trial, effort, and you'll never make it. You'll always keep trying. So whenever I come to Beaulieu on a day like today, the first thing I've got to do, especially on Supercar Showdown, is meet some of the owners of the cars. So there was a driver's briefing at 11 a.m. this morning. So I was in that driver's briefing, having a chat to some of the owners, learning as much as I can about all of these cars, because you know a Lamborghini from a Porsche and a Ferrari from an Aston, but within that there are so many variants on these cars, and the people that know them best are the owners, because they'll tell you a 5.8 from a 6.2 litre engine just like that, because they know it. So get in that driver's briefing, learn as much as you can about the cars, and prepare for that. Make notes, and then obviously when you go out there and get on the microphone in front of the crowd, just say what you see, really. You're looking at the car and you're just trying to add the voice and add the excitement for the people who are watching, because some of these people have never seen these cars before. I mean, this is about the third or fourth year that I've seen these cars working at this event, but there are people here, but they're brand new to it, so you want to add a little bit of excitement, add the info, and just get the people who are watching inside the mind of the owner or the driver, just to add that sort of extra something. Most part, the people that come here to Beaulieu, they are families, they are kids with the little ones, so they just want to see the cars, they want to hear the engines, they want to know what it's called a little bit. And if there are any kind of real top-end sort of aficionados or experts or people who are going to fettle cars in their own garage on the weekends, well, those guys are more than likely going to come and have a chat to their owners off their own back after the cars have been on the road, because those are the guys that want to learn more. But for the most part, it's just a fantastic family day out where people can get up close, see and hear cars that normally they just wouldn't get a chance to do.